Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you to Jerry for inviting me to introduce today's event. As some of you will know, I've worked in produce research and innovation and retailing for many years, and have overseen the development of a multitude of new products and lines, some of which have lasted the distance and some of which have fallen by the wayside. However, one aspect remains unchanged in the world of food production and retailing, and that's the pace of scientific and technological development and consumer demand for exciting, fresh, healthy and appealing products. Increasingly, consumers are looking for products that are multi-purpose in their function. They need to look and taste good, but also deliver other benefits such as improving health whilst remaining appetizing. To keep up with the developments in science and technology and satisfy consumer demands, professionals need to continually learn new techniques and acquire new skills, often at the highest level. A barrier to this is often the demands of the business in which they're employed. As we all know, the food and drink sector is one of the fastest paced on the block. Asking for time out of the business to develop yourself isn't always easy for a busy factory manager with urgent retailer orders to fulfill. However, if this isn't allowed to happen, how else are businesses going to gain the insights and techniques that they need to keep pace with consumer demands and global and economic and environmental challenges? I was involved with the initial concept for the development of the AgriFood ATP, and so when I was approached to chair the transferable skills subgroup, I was really pleased to become more actively involved, as I could see that this project was a practical way forward for colleagues to both develop themselves professionally and also acquire the skills they would need to drive their business forward. Here's an opportunity for people to take a short time out of their business and meet some of the leading researchers in the sector today, to find out the answers to some of the challenges that the industry faces on a daily basis. The AgriFood ATP has at all time during its development taken advice from people like me who are firmly based in the commercial world. This is why companies from the retail sector such as Waitrose, Tesco and Sainsbury's, manufacturers including PepsiCo, McCain's, Mars and Heinz, and agricultural growers including G's Fresh, Greenvale and Branston have all sent people on AgriFood ATP courses. However, because of the flexibility of the courses on offer and the attractive bursaries available, it is not just multinationals and major companies who have benefited from this programme. There are many self-employed consultants and family-run businesses who have attended courses in specialist areas directly relevant to their business. In the Future of Food and Farming Foresight report published in 2011, 5 main challenges facing global food supplies were identified. In effect, the agri-food sector, as the main user of agricultural land and water, will have to take a major part of the responsibility for delivering on the solutions to these challenges. These will include issues that cannot be solved on a national scale, but will all need to be addressed if we are to feed the often quoted 9 billion people we're expecting to be with on the planet by 2050. The AgriFood ATP will be able to help make a difference through training in a number of key areas, and you will hear about developments on some of these today, notably sustainable intensification, producing more with less land, water and energy. Research is going on at all the academic partners, in particular Nottingham Plant Sciences and Rothamsted, to develop new practices that enable us to in effect produce smarter crops with greater energy yields and a greater range or concentration of micronutrients needed in all our diets. Harper Adams is a leader in the developing area of precision agriculture, targeting fertilisers and inputs precisely to where they're needed in the field. And reducing waste in the food supply chain, there have been various reports in the last 12 months. The most often quoted is one from the Institute of Mechanical Engineers that was called Global Food Waste Not Want Not. And that report found that between 30 and 50%, or between 1.2 and 2 billion tonnes of food produced around the world never makes it onto our plates. So research is taking place at Cranfield regarding improving post-harvest techniques that will reduce fruit and vegetable waste. Before concluding and getting on with the programme for the day, on behalf of the partners of the AgriFood ATP, I'm very proud to announce the launch of the Professional Doctorate in Agri-Food, a qualification that can be built up over several years and combines taught courses as well as an in-depth research project based in industry. This is the highest level of academic achievement possible. However, it's something that a young professional can combine with a successful career, as there are several stages that build incrementally, the final one of which is the research project and the written thesis. So full details of this professional doctorate will be available at the courses stand when you're sort of networking later today, and particularly at the showcase after lunch. So in conclusion, I hope you have a very successful day, make new contacts, learn about the opportunities that the AgriFood ATP offers your business to facilitate growth and development for the future.